Assalamu alaikum. Have a good day. Welcome to Financial Management Learning. We are going to discuss cost accounting. We are in Module 10. It is the domain of costing and control of manufacturing overhead. Today, we will discuss manufacturing overhead cost, actual versus normal costing of manufacturing overhead, production capacity, predetermined overhead rates, departmental versus plant-wise overhead rates. So manufacturing overhead cost, manufacturing overhead involves a company's factory operations. It includes the cost incurred in the factory other than the cost of direct materials and labor. Also, manufacturing overhead is refers to as an indirect cost. So factory overhead or production overhead or indirect production cost, all are the manufacturing overhead costs. So manufacturing overhead, that means indirect labor, indirect materials, factory cost. This is the combination of indirect labor cost, indirect material cost, and factory cost is the manufacturing cost. So if we see here, categories of factory overhead cost, there are different types of cost. One is variable factory overhead, fixed factory overhead, and mixed factory overhead. Cost flow and classification in manufacturing company. If you see here, this is the cost, product cost, and period cost. So raw material purchase, direct labor, manufacturing overhead is the product cost, and selling and distribution and period cost. So this product cost goes to raw material purchase, goes to raw material inventory, remaining part, and direct material used in production go to work in progress inventory, and goods completed, cost of goods manufactured goes to finished goods inventory. It is the cost of goods sold. It come here income statement. Goods sold and selling and administrative expenses, that is period cost, direct goes to selling and administrative expenses in the income statement. So look here, is the manufacturing overhead is the part of product cost and also the part of total cost. So manufacturing or factory overhead include the following. What would be indirect labor and indirect material, power of the factory, rent of factory and building, depreciation, factory building and factory equipment, maintenance of factory, buildings and factory equipment, taxes and other for factory building. So it is the indirect cost or factory overhead cost. So cost flow, we seen there, material, factory overhead, labor is come here, and factory overhead. So goes to the finished goods into all, and then cost of goods sold, actual versus normal costing of manufacturing overhead. So actual costing, all goods movements within a period are valued preliminarily at the standard price. At the same time, all price and exchange rate difference for the materials and collected in the material ledger. At the end of the period, an actual price is calculated for each material based on the actual cost of the particular period. So if we see here actual costing, look here costing, and if we see the normal costing, so normal costing is a matter of determining product cost used primarily for companies with more than one product. And direct materials and direct labor are added directly to work in progress as the cost and incurred. All that. So if we see normal costing, cost flow, so material, production, and it comes to the finished goods inventory in the sale, cost of goods sold, this line is actual, is applied. And so this journal would be work in progress debit and raw material or wages payable credit. So the main difference in actual and normal costing is how manufacturing overhead is included as part of the production cost. So actual costing and normal costing method. Look here, actual costing, direct cost is actual direct cost rate multiplied by actual quantities of a direct cost input. And indirect cost, actual indirect cost rate multiplied by actual quantities of cost allocation basis. This is the actual costing method. And normal costing, if you see here, actual direct cost rate multiplied by actual quantity of direct cost inputs, and budgeted indirect cost rate multiplied by actual quantity of a cost allocation basis is the indirect cost. So this is the difference between the actual costing and normal costing. So the main difference in actual and normal costing is how manufacturing overhead is included as part of product cost. If you see here, actual costing, manufacturing overhead costs are debited directly to the work in progress. But in normal costing, actual manufacturing overhead costs are debited to manufacturing overhead expense. So actual, it is in work in progress, but normal, it is the manufacturing overhead expense. Based on the predetermined rate, manufacturing overhead is applied with a debit to work in progress. So if you see here, direct material in actual costing would be actual, direct labor also be actual, manufacturing overhead also be actual, but a normal costing, direct material labor actual, but manufacturing overhead is budgeted. And if you see the standard costing, all things, direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead all sort of budgeted. So only three primary accounts are debited to work in progress in normal costing. That's it, direct material used, direct labor income, and manufacturing overhead applied is the normal costing. In the actual costing, there are three primary accounts are debited to work in progress in actual costing: direct material used, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead incurred. Production capacity. Production capacity is defined as maximum production or output, which can be produced in business with the help of available resource. So the capacity is calculated over days or weeks or months. The measurement is done in the way that we can adjust our production capacity according to the demand from the market. So production capacity planning tool, capacity, demand, and management. And production capacity, if we see here, so production capacity, that volume of production that can be generated by a production plant or enterprise in a given period by using current resource. Types of production capacity, this means the theoretical capacity or idle production capacity, practical or realistic productive capacity, normal or long-run productive capacity, expected or short-run productive capacity, idle capacity or excess capacity. That type of capacity belongs to the production. So if you see here, the microeconomic effects of increase the production capacity, look here, the fall in the price and increase in the export, increase in the production. This line is here, so this line is the equivalent, this is supply, this is the demand. Okay, so capacity is a measure of production volume or some other activity base. Possible capacity measures are critical capacity, practical capacity, normal capacity, and expected capacity. So if we see the theoretical capacity is the maximum potential activity for a particular period, assigning that everything works perfectly. Practical capacity is the production the company could achieve taking a regular operating interaction into consideration. Normal capacity is the long run average capacity considering cyclical fluctuation. Expected capacity is the anticipated activity level for the upcoming period based on the current budget, and management often use expected capacity in computing the predetermined overhead rate. There are different types of capacities that are theoretical production capacity, practical capacity, normal capacity, expected capacity. Now, the predetermined overhead rate. So, a predetermined overhead rate is an allocation rate that is used to apply the estimated cost of manufacturing overhead to cost object for a specific reporting period. This rate is frequently used to assist to closing the books for quickly, since it is avoid the complication of actual manufacturing overhead costs as part of the period-end closing process. So predetermined overhead rate, it's mean that the estimated overhead for the cost pool divided by estimated units of the cost drive. So predetermined overhead rate are typically calculated using annual estimated of overhead and cost drives. So it is predetermined overhead rate is estimated total manufacturing overhead divided by estimated total amount of the allocation base. So why do companies calculate a predetermined overhead rate? Many expenses are considered overhead cost, including rent, utilities, depreciation, and labor. An overhead rate or predetermined overhead rate is an equation that allocated a certain amount of manufacturing overhead to each direct labor or machine hour. This rate helps business allocate resource and set price. That's why companies are using predetermined overhead rate. You see a question that means overhead rate, traditional costing, activities costing combination. So look here, a company manufacturing two products, A and B, thus very significant in the terms of resource consumption. Unit cost for material and labor are product A, direct material taka 8, product B 10, direct labor, product A 4, product B 6. 1 unit of product A requires 2 machine hours and product B requires 3 machine hours for completion. The company has only fixed machine hour and runs and capacity. Estimated indirect manufacturing cost, that is our taka 8,25,000 to produce 22,000 units of product A and 60,000 units of product B. So requirement is that have to determine the overhead application rate. Predetermined overhead rate. Look here, 8,25,000. 8,25,000 is the total overhead cost. So product 22,000, product A and 60,000 product B. They require 2 machine hour and 3 machine hours respectively. So putting here 2 machine hour multiplied 22,000 for product A and product B 60,000 multiplied by 3, so get predetermined overhead rate is 3.683 taka per hour. Now requirement B, what is the cost to manufacture 1 unit of each product under traditional costing. So come here. So direct material for product A is taka 8. So direct material for product A taka 8, product B taka 10, labor taka 4, and product B for 6. And manufacturing overhead we calculated per labor hour is 3.683. So 2 labor hour required for 1 unit produced for product A. So 2 labor hour multiply by 3.683, then we will get 7.366. If we add it, so 19 taka 37 paisa of unit production cost of product A. Same way, 3 labor hour, if we multiply by the predetermined overhead rate, then is for product B 11.049 taka, and if we add it, then 27.05 taka per unit production cost for product B. So it's simple. Okay, cost per unit of product A is 19.37 taka and product B 27.05 taka. See, there are some complaints from the customers regarding product cost, and the president of this company feels to that the product cost cross subsidization. He called upon Ms. Cal, a cost accountant recently joined the team, and asked her to apply ABC, that means activity-based costing, with the following information. We'll see the activity-based costing, and activities are machine setup, purchase order, and material received. This is the activities drive and traceable cost, 3 separate cost, and total activities. Here for product A, machine setup require 1,200 times, purchase order require for product A 290, and material received 3,000. Same way product B is separately here given in the question. So what have to do? Compute the activity rate. We are going to calculate the activity rate. So 3 activities, putting traceable total cost and divided by total activities that are given in our question. And if we, for machine setup 4,50,000, if we divide 4,200 units in the total activities, if we divide the total activities 4,200, then we will get per machine setup cost is or rate is 107.14 taka. Same way we do purchase order and machine setup. So its activity rates complete. Compute overhead cost per unit of product A and B. We got from the CO1 from the activity rate of 3 activities, machine setup, purchase order, material receipt, and for product A, activities is as per given the question. If we multiply it, then we'll get total overhead allocation for 3,33,217. Okay, and if we divide with the total production units 22,000, then we'll get cost per unit for overhead is 15.15 taka. And same way we will calculate product B. Cost per overhead is 8.20. Now compute total cost per unit of product A and B under activity-based costing. Total cost for product A and B, material is given, labor is given, and manufacturing overhead just we calculated here 15.15 and 8.2, putting here this 2 figure, and we get total cost per unit 27.15 for product A and 24.20 for product B. Departmental versus plant-wise overhead rate. So the departmental overhead rate is an expense rate calculated for each department in a factory production process, and the rate base of the department direct and indirect overhead costs and some measures of the departmental activities such as the departmental machine hour, departmental rate of the more accurate than plant-wise rate. If you see here, departmental overhead rate, it means direct, indirect labor, indirect material, other overhead, and department is calculated and divided with the production unit that will get the second stage is the production, that means manufacturing overhead per department, or it goes to the unit cost. Plant-wise overhead is single overhead rate that a company used to allocate all these manufacturing overhead costs to products or cost object. So if you see here, plant-wise overhead rate is a single overhead rate used throughout an entire factory. A simple method, but one that can destroy unit product cost. And direct labor is often used as the allocation of the base of the overhead. A single separated overhead reduced in all departments of the company rather than having a separate rate for each department. If the company's department are homogeneous, then the use of the single plant-wise rate may be adequate as a means allocating the overhead costs to production job. So look here, single plant-wise rate is here. Plant-wise rate, it goes to direct to the product cost, and multiple production department, paint department, assembly department, and another department maybe it goes to the direct. Each and every department overhead cost goes to directly the production cost. So say that the plant-wise allocation method uses one predetermined overhead rate to allocate overhead cost, and regardless of the approach used to allocate overhead, a predetermined overhead rate is established for each cost form. So now overhead costing formula, if you see, predetermined absorption rate, estimated or budgeted overhead for the period divided by estimated or budgeted unit of base for the period. Direct material cost percent and a budgeted overhead divided by a budgeted direct material cost, and direct labor cost percentage rate and budgeted overhead divided by budgeted direct labor cost multiplied by 100, and prime cost percentage, and it means a budgeted overhead divided by prime cost multiplied by 100, and direct labor hour rate, that means budgeted overhead divided by budgeted direct labor hour, and machine hour rate, budgeted overhead divided by budgeted machine hours, and cost unit rate, budgeted overhead divided by budgeted output. So we solve. Now we are going to solve a department wise overhead cost. Look here. A factory overhead cost through production department organized as under LMN, 3 department. So a cost is for L 48,950. Same way, another 2 cost is given here. Basis apportionment of overhead is given. That is department L, taka 5 per machine hour for 10,000 hours. Okay. And department M, 75% of direct labor cost of taka 1,20,000, and department N, taka 4 per piece for 15,000 piece. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the department wise under of over absorption, overhead, and present the data in the tabular form. Total amount of overhead absorbed, 3 department L, M, and N. So 5 per machine hour for 10,000 hour. So if we multiply 10,000 with 5, then we'll get 50,000. It's the amount. Same way, 75% of direct labor cost. So direct labor cost is 1,20,000 as given to the question. So 1,20,000 75% is 90,000. And taka 4 per piece, with multiply by 15,000 piece, then we'll get 60,000. So total 2 lakh. Okay, and that means is the total amount of overhead absorbed 2 lakh. This overhead amount is absorbed within the 3 departments L, M, and N. So department wise under or over absorbed overhead. Look here, 3 department. Incurred 48,950. Same way, total 2 lakh 2,650 is given the question. This is the incurred amount. Okay, and absorption amount that we calculate just right now, absorption figure is 2 lakh. So difference is, what is difference? Look here, absorption 50,000 but incurred 48,950, so over absorbed 1,050. And department M is over absorbed 800. So total over absorbed 1,850. And for that department N, incurred 64,500 but absorbed 60,000. So it's under absorbed 4,500. Okay, so if we reconcile, total overhead incurred 2,02,650 and total overhead absorbed 2 lakh. So difference net under absorption 2,650. This net, so I think it's okay. So another question. Overhead rate under traditional costing, activity-based costing is here, combination. So the big question, download my sheet from my Google Drive and do it yourself. Solution is here. Okay, I think it's all for today. So today we discuss manufacturing overhead cost and categories, factory overhead and cost flow of manufacturing overhead and actual versus normal costing manufacturing overhead and method of actual costing and normal costing and production capacity. Then we've seen that theoretical capacity, practical capacity, normal capacity, expected capacity, and we seen here predetermined overhead rate, and we solve these 2 problems, and also we have seen the departmental versus plant-wise overhead rate and solve a problem here. And so it's all for today, and today we discuss basically manufacturing overhead cost, actual versus normal costing, production capacity, predetermined overhead rate, and departmental versus plant-wise overhead rate, and solve the problems here. So it's all for today. We will meet with you, inshallah, again with my next module. That would be the last module of this domain, of manufacturing overhead cost. So till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.